Good morning, everybody. Forex market. Welcome back to the situation update. Tuesday morning. We're looking at the Aussie versus the US dollar. This is a fresh one. Basically, I'm introducing here the situation for the first time, right? And we just have to raise the opportunity flag because price had just hit a wall of resistance that goes by the name of 78.79, 0.7879. We've been watching the Aussie dollar as it was evolving here. Of course, we were able to record that big touchdown breakout failure, we can call it that way, against that same 78.79. That was back in February, right? Late February. And price basically went down all the way to the lower section. Now I'm talking about this trading range, right? This key level system, this black key level system that basically represents this move. Check this out. We got the 1, 2, right? We just described the second leg here on the upside, which led to the third leg back to the lower section, as I've mentioned, and then back up again for the fourth one. So right now we're at this point where price reached the edge of that range, right? Met a powerful resistance, again, 71, 78, 79, and is starting to react, right? We see that price is getting rejected a little bit here, right? Let's take a look at the daily chart. Because, I mean, from this perspective, you can see price was not so respectful to that 78.79. It broke and spent a couple of days, 3 days outside of the range before it came back in a snappy move. But when we filter that out, you know, switching to the weekly chart, we can see it was just a spike. So clearly that key level system is super valid, right? It's doing its job, and price is confirming beautifully to that range. So right now, again, that point, that tipping point potential that we have here is really interesting, right? 78.79 is a big resistance. We know that already. We also know that we miss another leg on the downside. Usually we got 5 or 6, you know, separate legs in every kind of consolidation phase, which is pretty much what we're looking at right now. So there's only, I mean, obviously, again, price did show that it could go beyond, right? It could stretch itself out for a couple of days and come back in, right? So we want to avoid that, right? We don't want to pull the trigger right now and then getting caught with an upside, you know, upside move that's gonna cross over even temporarily. Still, right? We're gonna try to time this downside reversal as best as we can. So the only thing we need at this point, guys, is one more negative day. Just one more negative day. It kind of needs to be today, right? Because we want to have that 2 consecutive days that are building some negative momentum in this case. So we're going to use today as a filtering layer to this you know, bearish conviction, right? So before we back this up with an active bearish position, we want to have one more negative day. So I mean, all eyes are on the Aussie dollar specifically today, right? If we're gonna have that negative day, we're gonna come back tomorrow, pull the trigger, and we're gonna aim at 76.23. All right, that's the opposite. That's the opposite. You know, that's the lower section in this range, right? The opposite kind of area to where we're trading right now. We think price is gonna go back to 76.23 at the very least. It might actually go beyond. We got an interesting obstacle at 77.58. We'll see how we're going to use that level. We might use that level to take some profit off the table if we get in a reasonable, you know, spot. I would say around, you know, around this area. But yeah, time will tell. I mean, we're gonna place our stop loss level outside of the range, right? Outside of 77, 78, 79, probably around 0.80, and we'll see how it goes. But again, I think it's fascinating to watch the Aussie dollar here evolving from the weekly perspective, especially looking at that key level system. So we'll definitely come back and follow up, right? And we'll keep you posted about everything that's being developing here. That's about that for this one. We'll be back with the next. Stay tuned.